Hi, my name is Taylor Whitehead, and I'm going to be doing my presentation today on a company that I'm getting started called Save Their Feet. Just to give you a quick background of what the company is, it's a social purpose company, and all that is just the whole reason I'm creating the company is to be able to donate to a charity called Souls for Souls that donates shoes to different parts of the world to children that are in need of shoes. So the company is it sells baby shoes is all it is, and for every two pairs of shoes or something like that I sell, I'll donate like a pair of shoes to this charity. And what I'm going to do the presentation about today, though, is whether I should choose a brick and mortar store or an e-commerce store for my company Save Their Feet, excuse me. And what I'm going to be covering in this presentation is the advantages of a brick and mortar store and an e-commerce store and the disadvantages of each of those. And then at the end, I'll come to a conclusion about which I should choose based on the advantages and disadvantages of each. So first, the advantages of a brick and mortar store are that you have a physical location that customers can visit. And because of that, it builds more credibility with your customers because they can see that you are an actual legit business pretty easily when you have a storefront that they can come and visit. It's also easier to build a relationship with customers that are more comfortable in a setting like that where they can talk face to face with someone. Some people just don't really like having a chat room or emailing. They like to talk face to face with someone. And it's also easier for people to buy the products from a store sometimes that aren't very tech savvy, you may say. And I don't know, an older couple is trying to buy a gift for a younger couple that just had a baby. Maybe they're not comfortable getting online to buy the product. Maybe they would rather go and visit that store. The advantages of an e-commerce setting is that it's a lot cheaper. The fixed costs aren't very high, like with rent, employees, and different things like that. Products are shipped right to a customer's door, so they don't have to travel, so that can save them on fuel expenses. Also, it's easier to display sales and popular items on a website than if it was a brick and mortar type of store. You would have to talk to a sales associate, see what kind of sales are going on in the store to be able to find out like what is on sale and what popular items there are in that store. And also, it's a lot easier to manage because you'll have fewer employees that you'll have to be constantly supervising. Disadvantages of a brick and mortar store are, like I mentioned, the high fixed costs. You have to pay for rent. You'll have to have employees there and during business hours, which can be very expensive. And also, customers will be unable to buy products when the store is closed. So we can only operate during business hours. It's impossible to sell products when we're closed and customers can't come visit us. Some of the disadvantages of an e-commerce setting is it's harder to build a relationship with those customers that like the face-to-face interaction. With some customers, they enjoy chat room or email or telephone calls, things like that. But with the other type of customers, it's much more difficult for them to be able to trust and build a relationship with an e-commerce type of site when they can't see the person's face. There's a higher chance also of the customer receiving the wrong product. Because when you go into a store, you pick that product up, you know what you're getting. On internet stores, sometimes the pictures aren't very good quality, or customers mistakenly put the wrong items into their internet cart, so we ship the wrong items to them, and there's that risk there. And also, like I just mentioned, shipping expenses are a very high cost in an e-commerce setting. So in the end, I think a better long-term strategy for Save Their Feet would be a little combination of both, to have a brick and mortar store as well as an e-commerce store, so you can get the advantages of both. There were very few disadvantages that I could think of with each setting, but a lot of advantages with each setting. So I would feel like long term it'd be better to get both type of stores involved. Short term though, for me right now, I don't have a lot of capital to invest into the company, so I can't do that. So it'd be easier for me to start an e-commerce store. Also, my background right now is in internet marketing. I'm currently working at an internet marketing firm, so I know how to design the site, get SEO up and running on it, get everything in order how it needs to be to make it successful. So long term, I would go with both. Short term, though, for now, I would probably just do an e-commerce setting. And that's what I had for you today, so I'm looking forward to answering any questions that you have. You can leave them in the comments, or you can shoot me an email, whatever's easiest for you. And thanks for listening.